Hello, 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 and welcome back to JenHannagans. She's Jen, I'm Hannah. She's at her house, I'm at mine. We are two best friends that have been working the WW Blue Plan since April 1st of 2019, almost 2 years now. It's been working well for us. I'm actually on WW. Jen started on WW and then switched over to iTrack Bites, but still working the Blue Plan right along with me. Today, I am going to film one of my favorite, but I haven't done it in a while, quick and easy meals. It's absolutely delicious. It's cabbage and peppers and onions and some sausage. So I'll show you all that, and while it is baking up, we'll have a little chit chat. So let's get cooking. Okay, so there you go. Cabbage, peppers, onions, whatever other vegetables you want to put in. My hair is just gorgeous, isn't it? And then whatever sausage you want. I use the Johnsonville and Dewey sausage. That is 6 points for 2 ounces. There are 7 servings per container. I've mathed it out. It's 40 points for the entire thing of sausage. The reality of what I'm making is that will probably end up being 4 servings between me and my dad. 2 servings apiece, one for supper tonight, one for lunch later. So 10 points, I'm willing to pay that. There are other sausages you can get. It's up to you how much you want to spend on it, but put it in the oven at 350, cook it until it's done, depending on how done you like your vegetables. You can also do that with potatoes. I didn't want to add the points for potatoes today, but I do have some baby potatoes that you could roast up and it's delicious in there. You could do it with squash. I've done that before with squash and onions instead of cabbage. It's also a really good foil pack dinner. If you're camping and you want to cook it over the fire, you can do that. A lot of times I will put chicken breast with it and then do some barbecue sauce. If I don't do spicy andouille sausage, water check. If I don't do spicy andouille sausage, I'll do barbecue sauce on some sausage and some chicken. That gets some more meat in without increasing the points. Ooh, I have blackened chicken in there I could add. Anyway, so that's that. I'll show you guys when it's done. Okay. While that's cooking, and I'll be honest, I don't know if this is gonna go in the video or not. It's getting kind of weird. I'm nervous to talk about this. We tell you all the time that this isn't just about weight loss. And I wanted to share something that's kind of hard to talk about, but will really show you that. Hold on, let me work on this angle a little bit. There, that's better. I can kind of just look straight on and talk to you guys. something I've been thinking a lot about lately and wanted to share, but wasn't sure how to, is kind of how all of this has affected my relationship with my birthday. My birthday is February 16th. I'm filming this on the 19th. You're probably seeing it on the 23rd. This is hard. As a kid, birthdays are this big thing, and every birthday, it seems, is a big deal. You turn 5 and it's a big, huge deal. You turn 10 and you're finally in the double digits. You turn 12 and next year you're gonna be a teen. You're 13. Hey, you're a teenager now. You're 15. Guess what? You can get your permit. You're 16. You can get your driver's license. You're 18. You're an adult now. You're 21, and that's got its own things. And then the excitement over birthdays is just like the milestones. You're in your 30s, you're in your 40s. I tend to have issues around my birthday for the past 12 years or so. Not because they were bad birthdays, not because my family and friends didn't show me love, nothing like that. But I got in the habit at a very young age of every birthday has to be these milestones. And then when, you hit 21 and they're not that way anymore, I had life goals based around, by this age, I'm going to do this thing. I thought by 25, I'm going to be married. By 27, I'm going to have kids. By 30, this is going to happen. By 35, that's going to happen. I was always overweight as a kid, so I'm like, I'm going to lose the weight and I'm going to be gorgeous by 30. All of these things. And they were all things I did to myself and I put in my own brain. And I really set myself up for major failure. Every birthday then was a major disappointment because I wasn't married by 25. I'm still not married. I just turned 36. I didn't have kids by 27. Still don't. I didn't lose all the weight by 30. I didn't want to cry. I spent a lot of years dreading my birthday, and I didn't tell anyone. Like, nobody knew. I covered it up pretty well. Or I tried. Some people knew. Jen knew when I would get depressed. She didn't understand why for a while. Finally, I told her. And winter is hard anyway. Winter's harder now than it was because I used to say, oh, it's winter. I have an excuse for being lazy. And now it's like, it's winter. I'm going nuts. I need to be outside walking. But I finally explained I really had some pretty deep depression around my birthday. And depression is a hard thing to talk about, especially if you're a Christian, because the joy of the Lord is your strength. And the joy of the Lord is my strength. It always has been. That doesn't mean I'm always super strong. So my birthday was always kind of difficult. And I started really trying to change that several years ago. And I tried to change it by talking to some friends about it, letting a couple people know why it was an issue. I stopped setting those unrealistic expectations for myself, and I started really taking a hard look, and I realized a lot of times the reason I wasn't upset wasn't because I hadn't done these crazy random goals that I had set. Most of the time it's because I was turning another year older, and I was disappointed in myself for the way I had wasted the year previous. I hadn't done anything about my health. I hadn't done anything in different aspects of my life to better myself. I just let a year go by, and my birthday was a reminder of that. I'd get to my birthday and I'd be like, I'm in the same place I was last year. And then we started on this weight loss journey and this health journey that I knew I had to do because my health was not good and I was going to die if I didn't lose weight. And after we started WW, I started doing biometric screenings with my job. You could do this screening kind of gives you a baseline of what your health is, very general numbers. It's specific numbers, but general overview of your health. And then you can get some rewards based around that. So I started doing that in June of 2019. And then I did another biometric April of last year. And I did my biometric February of this year. And that was an eye-opener, because when I first started doing my biometric screening, my cholesterol was not good. My bad cholesterol, the LDL was decent. The good cholesterol was not good. My blood pressure wasn't bad, but it was high. It was borderline risk factor. My blood glucose level was borderline diabetic. My weight obviously is out of control. My abdominal circumference is obviously an issue. And then last year things were a little bit better. And then this year, the only thing I have left to work on is my HDL and my weight and my abdominal circumference. Everything else is amazing. My numbers are amazing. My A1C is 4 point something. You know, my numbers are really good because I've taken control of my health. And getting back to the birthday thing, I've realized a couple weeks before my birthday, I looked at Jen, I'm like, my birthday's coming up. And I have no negative feelings about that. I had no big plans. Good thing, because it ended up snowing. I was snowed in on my birthday. And if I was snowed in on my birthday a couple years ago, it would have been bad. But there was nothing negative. I was excited because I wasn't upset. And that's kind of weird to say. There wasn't anything exciting about my birthday. I have some great friends, and we went out to lunch, and my parents bought me a couple of things, and it was just a typical birthday, and I had a great time, but I hadn't put any expectations on it. And not only had I not put unrealistic expectations on myself, but I could look back at the past year of my life and realize I had done some amazing things. I had made some major improvements, and no, I'm not where I want to be. But I don't think the goal is ever to be exactly where you want to be, because at least for me, wherever I am, I always want to be further up. And that's never going to change until the day I die, because the goal is heaven, and the goal is to be better than what I am yesterday. And weight loss is great, and I am so thankful for weight loss, and I am going to continue to lose weight and all of that. But it really hit me this month when I realized that I wasn't depressed that my birthday was coming up. I wasn't upset about my birthday. I wasn't depressed at all, and I haven't been depressed in a long time. Don't think I was depressed all the time before. I wasn't, but there were definitely times of depression, and it felt like something you couldn't talk about, especially because I was always pretty self-aware that the reason for my depression was myself. And for me personally, anytime I would get depressed, it was always based around the things I hadn't accomplished, and realizing that in taking steps to better my health and lower my weight, it has cleared my mind so much of so many heavy things that I was holding on to. That's amazing. And it's the best birthday present I could ever give myself, is to enjoy my birthday and enjoy my life. And I'm sorry I'm crying. To be honest, I still don't know if you guys are going to see this, but I've been thinking about filming this for some time, or getting this out there, because I want anybody to know, whether it's based around your birthday or something else, that it's okay to be upset sometimes at yourself. And if you've got a little bit of depression or if you're upset about something, that's okay. Pray about it, but talk to your friends about it. Get the support you need. I didn't start feeling better about stuff until I talked to the people that really cared about me and explained. And then started working on it. And this WW thing, it's not just about weight. And it really drove home to me how much it has helped my overall health and my mental health. So, don't feel bad for me because I'm crying. Timer's going off. These are happy tears now because I have taken control of my life and I got the numbers to prove I'm doing good. Now let's go see that food. It wasn't done. I didn't think it would be. I stirred it up and moved it around in the oven and put it on for another 10 minutes. So, I know everything I said was kind of I don't know. It could seem a little bit depressing and upsetting, and I hope it doesn't come off that way. But what I want you all to know is what we put into our body in every form affects how we feel. It affects how you feel physically and mentally. And so if you're struggling, that's okay. But it's not going to get better unless you make it better. So make the decision that's going to better your life. And I promise you, when you do that, you'll get to a point where you look back and go, man, have things changed? And that's where I've been. I've been realizing lately how much things have changed. I am blessed with great friends and great family, and I always have been. They've always shown me a ton of love around my birthday, but it doesn't help if you don't love yourself. And that's where I was. I was in a place for a very long time where my birthday was a dark time because I didn't love myself. But when I started taking control of my health and doing some self-care and all of those things, I didn't even realize it was changing me mentally. There was times when I'm like, you know what, I'm happier. You know what, I feel better. I feel better mentally. My mind is clearer when I go outside and walk, and I know all that. We talk about that all the time. But it's the dead of winter, and I don't know about y'all, but we have like 8 inches of snow outside. I've been on one outside walk in the past 2 weeks because where I live, I ain't got any paved roads that I can go walk on. And I couldn't get to Jen's to go walking with her. So it's not like I was getting the exercise and getting outdoors and walking like I normally do. And I attributed most of my mental clarity to those walks. But the reality of it is you take care of yourself, you take care of your body, you give yourself the nutrition you need, and it works on all aspects of your life. So I want to say thank you to everyone who shows me love and has shown me love over the years. And thank you to all the ones that I did talk to and that helped me make the decision to better myself. Because y'all, it's working. And I can't wait to see what the next year brings. I'm excited. I'm excited not because I'm saying by 37 I'm going to do this or XYZ, fill in the blank. I'm excited because I know by next year I'll be better than I am now. Because today I'm better than I was yesterday. And that's every day now. Because that's just my habit, is to do better than the day before. And if I mess up one day, that's only one day. So that's all. I've rambled long enough. I'm going to wait until this food is done, and then I will show you that. And then y'all can be jelly until you go get the stuff to go make it yourselves, because it is delicious. Okay, so I lied. I put all of it onto one tray and then put it back in the oven uncovered for about another 10 minutes. So you're looking at 45 minutes total. About 30 minutes. Cook it for 15 minutes covered. Stir it up. Cook it another 15 minutes covered. Dump it all together. And then do another 10 minutes or 15 minutes uncovered. And there you go. So there you have it, guys. That's a fourth. That's 10 points. And that's a lot of food. It's going to be very filling and very yummy. If you want, you can add potatoes, or I've actually turned around and put this in broth and made a soup out of it before. All kinds of things you can do, but this is supper tonight and I'm going to enjoy it. I hope you all have a wonderful day, night, whatever it is when you're watching this. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, share this. And remember, guys, taking a part of a wellness journey and a weight loss journey isn't just about weight. It's your overall wellness, and it can do amazing, amazing things for you. Love y'all.